This summer, I, along with 16 other girls, traveled to our sister school, Sankt Ursula, in Aachen, Germany. Here we are sharing with you all of the valuable lessons we learned and our views on the importance of foreign exchanges. Quoted from the Daily Texan, the United States is largely monolingual. In fact, only about 15 to 20% of Americans consider themselves bilingual, compared to 56% of Europeans surveyed in 2006. According to CNN, 30% of Americans have passports. We want to change these statistics.
Be ready because it's German time.
I spoke to some of the American girls about our trip to Germany, and as I was interviewing them, there were three main topics that everyone spoke about. The first area that we all gained experience in was independence.
Was there anything different about the culture that you really liked? In the culture, like socially, I think there was a lot of more like independence, especially like at a younger age. Like I know my exchange student had like a 12-year-old sister, and she would ride the bus home every day from school like by herself, or like go into the town. And I think like I really liked that you could just kind of like do your own thing with your friends. It felt safe. You can like take the bus. I don't know, that was fun. I liked that.
Something I liked about their culture is that you can go anywhere by walking, and you don't need a car. You don't have to be 16 to have your license and go anywhere. You can hop on a bus or walk to town and go anywhere.
The things that they were independent in were a lot different. Like, we can drive when we're 16, and they can't do that. But they can drink when they're 16, and like kids that are still in like elementary school ride the bus every day by themselves to the city. And I think it's also like it's not a concern. Like if you were to ride the bus like in a city in America, I think that'd be kind of scary. Like I wouldn't want to do that. But I rode the bus for 2 weeks by myself, and I didn't feel scared ever.
I really like the transportation there because you could just like travel anywhere you wanted, and you could pretty much walk everywhere, and you didn't have to rely on your parents to give you a ride or like your friend.
We all gained insight about relationships that go beyond language and cultural barriers.
I had a lot in common with my host family. Our families were both kind of crazy, but in a good way, like very energetic. They were really nice. I think we liked a lot of the same music and TV shows and movies, so that was good. And then my exchange student was so sweet, and I just loved everything about it.
Like, I still text her at least once or twice a day, and we just like talk about stuff. And then my whole host family, it was a little different because she lives with divorced parents, and my family's not divorced, so it was different to just have a house full of girls, and I liked it a lot.
I think one of the big things that I saw right away was how much they like valued their family, and they always spent time together, and they didn't like go and like sit in their rooms alone like sometimes my family does that. But I thought that was so neat, like to be there and experience that, because I think it did help me when I got back home to kind of like want to experience that more with my family.
Lastly, everyone felt that traveling to Germany was extremely helpful in further developing their language skills.
I think my German skills have profoundly expanded because every day for the whole 3 weeks they would have me speak German. Like they would speak English if I like had no clue what they were saying, but they mainly spoke German to me, and I had to speak German to them. Favorite German word or phrase?
Gibt mir bitte die Kartoffeln. That means please pass the potatoes.
One of the things I mastered in Germany was how to order ice cream. Because because I had to do it. I had to do it in German because you didn't know if the person was going to speak English. So you changed for the other person. You weren't expecting someone else to change for you.
I think like when I first went over to Germany, I was like really nervous because I didn't want to say anything wrong, and I didn't want to mess anything up because I was like embarrassed. And then after I was there for 3 weeks, and like at the end I was more comfortable with making mistakes because I knew like either I would be corrected or I wouldn't, and it like neither one was bad.
I feel like learning a foreign language will benefit me more for the future, like with jobs, because people really look for people that know more than Spanish or English. So I feel like for now, it's nice to know and show people that I can speak German, but it's also good for the future.
We hope that the prospect of gaining independence, relationships, and language skills will encourage you to learn foreign languages as well as visit other countries because
It was honestly like one of the best trips of my life. I learned a lot about the people there, and I found out like how relatable people are.
I definitely think everyone should know more than one language, and everyone should travel to another country because like even though it is expensive, and that's like the most general thing, like, oh, like I can't travel, it's so expensive, but like save up and do it because it's so worth it. And being able to be out there and doing something that maybe is a little scary at first, but then like growing comfortable and like knowing that we have like a worldwide community and being part of that by traveling around it is amazing.